Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Bob Carisle and through his song Butterfly Kisses. This was the song about the father thinking about his daughter and the hearts of fathers worldwide that melted with that particular song. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1969 in Brisbane. This guy was starting to write music in high school. And he did go to college studying journalism, but he met Ian Hawke, and Ian said, hey, you know what, I've got an idea for a band. Why don't you leave college and come with me? And those two, together with a few others, formed the band Powderfinger. Now, Powderfinger were extremely successful in Australia. One of our most loved bands, really, in many, many ways. And over 15 years, they released 5 albums. And in Australia, relatively successful, 2.5 million albums were sold. Now, Bernard Fanning, who we're talking about today, was the lead singer for Powderfinger, and he's got a very distinctive, unique voice. He really and truly was the voice, just what Powderfinger needed to actually carry their songs. And I thought we'd better get a clip from Powderfinger in there. We've got their very, very last song they ever performed, which is really, really good, in 2005. These days, and you can see there's a bit of emotion running around the stage because the band's realising this is it. It's nothing like when you had to answer that very, very final song. You think, oh, right, so this is it then. So we've got a live clip of it these days. Bernard, by this point, had a pretty big following, and so it wasn't long before he got snapped by a record company. He said, hey, let's release an album in 2005, Tea and Sympathy. Now, Tea and Sympathy was absolutely massive for Bernard Fanning. It's in our top 100 albums of all time, according to some commentators out there. The song Wish You Well, got an official and live version of that one below, I should say. Right from the start with the guitar, what the guitar riff does, it's a very, very recognisable song, this one. And it's all about, well, my take on it is wish you well. So, you know what, when a relationship comes to an end, you know, often relationships, arguments happen because you've got a side, the other person's got a side, and the sides aren't the same. Hey, I don't like it when you do this. Hey, I don't like it when you do that. Perhaps we should say, I feel blur when that happens. But when relationships come to an end, and let's face it, they come to an end all the time, you know, and there is no emotional investment now because your side no longer matters. Because you're keeping a side going because you want the relationship to keep going, don't you? But when the relationship comes to an end, there is no side to uphold. So the decision to make at that point is, hey, look, I'm just going to let it go because it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, I'm just going to keep bringing it up. Well, if a relationship got to the end, there's no reason to bring it up, is there? Because you're not in it anymore. And surely the best thing we can do for ourselves is to stop bitterness creeping in, because bitterness will just take a hold and muck us up. We don't want to be bitter. We want to try to walk forward in the best way we can. So to try and just disregard your side, because the side no longer matters. Obviously, you know, if you've got financial negotiations happen, that's different. There is a side, but you know what? Even within that, you're not upholding your emotional side. Obviously, we all have rights. We all want to be able to have an equitable separation, particularly if there's a house involved and all the rest of it. But, you know, as far as the emotional investment, well, that's just gone, hasn't it? So wish you well is a beautiful take on, and maybe, well, the way I see it anyway, of relationships ending. Hey, thank you for the times we have, because you know what? We did have intimate moments and we did have fun and laughter and all the rest of it. It's just that we couldn't stay together. Wish you all the best for your future. That way we can walk forward too as well, with a little bit of kindness in us. If we walk forward bitter, when the next relationship comes along, it's just not going to work, is it? Because we've got bitterness in there. Obviously, when the new relationship comes along, there will always be little things from the old relationship there that we need to work through. But, you know, grace and compassion are well and truly needed so that we can each work through those things. So wish you well is a beautiful sentiment, I'm thinking. I wish you all the best with your life. So I trust you found that one encouraging. Between 2010 and 2010, Powderfinger actually did reform for a little bit of time. But it was around 2013 that Bernard went back out on his going, releasing the album Departures. This particular song is all about childhood by the looks of things and reminiscing. It's a bit of fun in there as well. And so we've got the official clip on that one. 2016, Civil Dusk came out. And off that, we've got the single Wasting Time. It's all about, hey, look, the more we just sit here and look at each other and not know what to say, the more time we're wasting. Sure, we want to make the most of this relationship, hey? So we've got to bite the bullet and say what we need to say. Sometimes we just have to do this, don't we? Because, you know, the relationship won't move forward if we don't. And so we've got the official clip of that one. And out in 2017, we had Brutal Dawn. So between 2005 and 2017, there's been 4 studio albums. And Bernard has actually also received 3 APRA awards and a few ARIA awards as well in Australia. So well and truly acknowledged by the industry, contributing to this collaborative legacy of a thing called music. So it's good to give Bernard Fanning a bit of a go today because he has had a pretty good career and certainly a well-loved character in Australian music. So the links to those, how many got? 1, 2, 3, 5 clips from the description below. And I've also included my last video from Bob Carisle. If you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, I've done a bit of a, as you can probably gather, I've done a bit of a recap back into artists that I had remembered. But we are getting back to Jay next time, and we're going to get onto the Jones, including Joan Armour Trading next time. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.